Right now I'm on Butler Island, one of the biggest rice plantations in the whole South, and it was owned by Pierce Butler, one of the meanest, most evil, and one of the most richest founding fathers of them all. Born in Ireland in 1744, he was a part of the war between the states and England. He was a senator. He also was part of the constitutional conventions. He was one of the people who felt like, even though black people were enslaved and he was a big proponent of slavery, he felt like we should still be part of the census so that the South could have more voting power. They always evil, but Pierce Butler was bad even by their own standards. He was a military general, and they say that he ran the plantation the same way. The people who were enslaved by Pierce Butler, they weren't allowed to socialize or meet up with anybody else from other plantations. Even when the white folks on the island on St. Simon's would do special services for the enslaved Africans, the people from the Butler plantation, they wasn't even allowed to go to that. When Pierce died, he didn't have no sons, and women, they never had no rights in this country, so the land went down to his two grandsons. They was living in Philadelphia, but in 1830s, one of the grandsons, Pierce, who was actually named after his grandfather, of course, he married an actress from England, and he thought bringing her down here to the Sea Islands would make her more sensible about slavery and more open to it, but she came down here and she hated it. She even wrote a whole book about it. Let me know in the comments if you know what book that is. But then Pierce, he had some gambling problems. He ended up getting a lot of debt, and then something happened called the Weeping Times. The Weeping Time was March 2nd and March 3rd of 1859. Pierce had so much debt, he took 436 of us from McIntosh and Glenn counties and took us about an hour up north to Savannah, Georgia, one of the biggest slave ports, and he sold 436 of us, human beings, Africans, for $300,000. That's about $10 million in today's money. Make sure you subscribe to me at The Community Teacher on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything for more Black history, and tap in with me if you ever come down here.